My name is David Batchelor. I'm an artist based in London. I work mainly with light and principally colour. I'm here in The Hague preparing my exhibition at the Gem space. The exhibition is called The Magic Hour. There's nearly 20 years worth of work in this exhibition. Some of it is brightly illuminated, and I've always been interested in illuminated colours because that's one of the main ways you find colour in the city, through shop signs and fluorescent and neon lights and so forth. A lot of the work though isn't illuminated. One example would be the balls of electrical flex. I mean, electrical flex is everywhere, but usually it's hidden or concealed. I'm particularly interested in colours that you find rather than colours that are made. Magic Hour is a work that I made originally in 2004 for an exhibition in Mexico. I then remade the work when I got it back to the studio a year or two later. All the colour that's emanating from the light boxes is thrown against the wall, which is a few centimetres in front of the work, and then is thrown back onto the viewer. So it's a work that's probably had more alterations done to it than any other of mine. There are a number of ways in which Mondrian's work is really important to me and a kind of inspiration. And one thing I really love about Mondrian is that I think the assumption is that he must have been very, very rational, very orderly, and actually the overwhelming impression from the paintings that he was completely crazy. They're mad works, mad in the best possible way. As anyone would say, there's a whole world in those paintings, even if there's only one colour, some black and some white. There are many reasons to love Victory Boogie Woogie as a painting. One of the things that's really evident in this painting, and I think it's there in all the works, but it's very obvious here, is how improvised Mondrian's paintings are. And you can see in this work the several layers of different things on top of one another, indicating that he's changing his mind, that he's constantly adjusting one thing to another. There must be hundreds upon hundreds of alterations and changes that you can see on the surface of the work still. I certainly didn't make Magic Hour with Victory Boogie Woogie in mind. And I didn't even make this exhibition with Victory Boogie Woogie in mind, but I mean, the pleasure for me is that once you do bring those things together, or at least once you bring my work into proximity with the Mondrian, then I start noticing things about the relationship which I had never considered beforehand. And that's one of the pleasures of art, is you find things out after the event, after you've made them, rather than in your planning.